Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shawnee Mission North High School. On behalf of the administration and staff, I would like to thank you for being here this evening for the commencement ceremony for the class of 2025. At this time, would you please stand for the playing of our national anthem?
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we marched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you for the singing of the national anthem under the direction of Hillary Morton. Also, thank you for the playing of Pomp and Circumstance by the Shawnee Mission North Band under the direction of Mr. Galen Wisman and Mr. Ed Tovar. I also want to thank the Shawnee Mission North NJROTC under the direction of Chief Warrant Officer Dennis Graylis for the presentation of colors this evening. Tonight we celebrate the 103rd graduating class of the original Shawnee Mission High School. This graduation ceremony is our formal way to demonstrate our pride and admiration for each student in the class of 2025. To begin our celebration, I would like to introduce and recognize several special guests, some of which you will be hearing from throughout this ceremony. We will begin with our dedicated Board of Education members: Dr. Mary Sinclair, East Area Member and Board of Education President; Heather Owsley, Member at Large; Mario Garcia III, North Area Member. Representing the district administration are Dr. David Stubblefield, Deputy Superintendent for the Shawnee Mission School District; Dr. Christy Ziegler, Chief of Student Services, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion; and Ms. Lacey Warren, Director of Secondary Student Services. Thank you for attending this evening and for all you have done for the Shawnee Mission School District. Please be seated. I would also like to recognize the administration from the North Area Schools. Along with their teachers and staff, these dedicated professionals work hard to create a culture of learning throughout the North community. Jenna LaPenta, Crestview Elementary; Katie Siebold, Blue Jacket Flint Elementary; Felicia Nedalicki, East Antioch Elementary; Amy Semyanov, Merriam Park Elementary; Kylie Tembrink, Neiman Elementary; Kelly Swift, Roseland Elementary; Christy Fornell, Rushton Elementary; Crystal Liker, Santa Fe Trail Elementary; Jessica Schmidt, Hocker Grove Middle School. Finally, we have the Shawnee Mission North administration team: Dr. Laura Brogdon, John Durham, Annette Gonzalez, and Dustin Jameson. We are also extremely excited to have our distinguished alum, Mr. George Salas, a 1974 graduate of Shawnee Mission North. Now I'd like to introduce this year's senior class president, Nicole Mendez. Nicole's future plans include attending the University of Kansas and majoring in journalism and marketing.
Thank you, Mr. Ewers. Good evening, teachers, families, friends, and most importantly, the graduates of Shawnee Mission North's class of 2025. By the way, this was not written with ChatGPT, but maybe I used just a little. Sorry to all the English teachers here. We know that was your biggest nightmare. I have to say, standing here before all of you today is a surreal feeling. It's as we've been caught in a dream of memories, moments, and those "what am I doing" looks we exchanged during the past 4 years. But here we are, together, about to step into something new. It's hard to believe we made it to this day. They say high school is like a series of seasons. 4 years, 4 seasons, 16 chapters in the book of our teenage years. Each season brought its own set of experiences, and every single one of you played a part in making them unforgettable. We weathered our fair shares of challenges, from Wi-Fi troubles in the middle of class, which we all know was really just a test of patience, to dancing in the mosh pit at our school dances, and yes, I'm looking at you seniors, you know who you are. Let's not forget Senior Sunrise, where we stood together as the sun rose over a new beginning, unsure of what was ahead and knowing we face it together. Who could ever forget the Friday night football games when we rushed the field with that adrenaline, that feeling of unity, all to cheer on our team as we clinched the big win during the homecoming game? Or the Patter Puff game. Seriously, can we talk about how we dominated the juniors that day? Special shout out to Rebecca, who scored 4 touchdowns that day and was setting a high bar for everyone with that one-handed catch. I think we all secretly wanted to be her for a moment, right? And then there was that remarkable Alice by Heart show put on by an incredible theater crew. They pulled off something spectacular, just like they've done every year, reminding us that high school isn't just about sports, grades, or clubs, but about the beauty and passion found in creativity and expression. I'll be remiss if I didn't mention our spirited fun and unforgettable memories of our friends like Kaden Ross, Aaron Salvino, Ryder Brunette, and Nathan Schrager trying to eat pizza slices during the Ninja Turtle assembly, which seemed like an Olympic event in itself. Drumline, we can all agree, they've been the heartbeat of our school, setting the rhythm that kept us moving in spirit and always brought us together in chaos. Then there were the unforgettable moments during finals week when we found ourselves doing absolutely random stuff, like taping Sherwood and Brogdon up to the wall for the senior class fundraiser. These moments, these quirks, are the things that will always make us smile as we look back. Of course, we can't talk about high school without acknowledging the inedible beast we all face, senioritis. That creeping, relentless force that made us ready to be done just a little bit too soon. We all knew it was coming, we all dreaded it, and yet here we are, pushing through it to the end. But now, we stand on the edge of a new chapter. Like I said before, life is a series of seasons. Every year is one, every day is one, and if we consider the average life expectancy to be about 72 years, that means each of us has only about 288 seasons to live. Think about that for a second. We already lived 16 of them, 16 full seasons of our high school lives, and I'm proud to say, I think we made the best of each and every one of them. From the rush of the homecoming, to the quiet moments in the hallways, from the football field to the theater stage, from the late night study sessions to the late night spontaneous drives, we lived those seasons well. Now, we're stepping into the next season of our lives, a new chapter. And just like the seasons before, it's unknown, but it's ours to define. So let's make it count. Let's continue to check things off our list, whether it's conquering new career goals, finding a new passion, or simply continuing to be the kind of people who make a difference wherever you go. Let's make this next season count, Let's make this next season, whatever it may hold, our best yet. So graduates of Shawnee Mission North, as we move forward, I leave you with this. The seasons will change, the challenges will come, and the opportunities will arise. But remember, just like we made the best of our high school years, we can make the best of every season ahead. Here's to the next chapter, here's to the new beginnings, and here's to making every season count. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. One of the significant factors that contributes to the success here at Shawnee Mission North is the level of achievement attained by our student body. We are very fortunate that many of our students challenge themselves to their highest potential, and they have earned the right to be recognized this evening. First, we would like to recognize our cum laude students. Cum laude means with great praise. Each of these students is graduating with a GPA of between 4.0 and 4.39. In honor of this accomplishment, these students have received a red honor cord. Would you please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. Next, we would like to recognize our magna cum laude students. Magna cum laude means with great honor. Each of these students is graduating with a GPA between 4.4 and 4.69. In honor of this accomplishment, these students have received a black and red honor cord. Would our magna cum laude students please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. Finally, a traditional recognition at Shawnee Mission North is to acknowledge our top academic students. One student tonight is being recognized with the title Summa Cum Laude Scholar. The title Summa Cum Laude represents students graduating with highest praise. Jack Eaton is our Summa Cum Laude graduate this year. He graduated with a cumulative GPA of above 4.7. He is signified with the black and red gold honor cord. Jack is attending Kansas State University to major in physics. Congratulations, Jack. It is now my pleasure to introduce Bella Sissenbath. Next year, Bella plans to study pre-med at the University of Kansas.
Good evening, Brick House. My name is Bella Sissenbath, and it's truly an honor to stand here today and speak to you, the class of 2025. If there's one thing I've realized about myself over the years, it's that I'm a very observant person. I notice the way people carry themselves, the way they speak to each other, the quiet changes that often go unnoticed. And over these 4 years, I've seen how much we've grown. And just being here today, that's a privilege too. It's something we can't take for granted. We are so lucky to be sitting here, dressed in our caps and gowns, surrounded by people who supported us, family, friends, teachers, mentors, and more. Not everyone gets to have this moment, and it's important to realize that. The fact that we made it here after everything we faced, after everything we've worked through, is something to be proud of. So before of anything else, take a second to feel that. You're here, you made it, and that is something worth celebrating. When I was thinking about what I'd like to say today, I started reflecting on something we all do without realizing it. We say things like, I can't wait for summer, I can't wait to graduate. We say it so often like life is one big countdown, but why are we always in such a rush? We're always looking ahead to what's next, and in doing so, we forget to be where we are. We forget to appreciate the moment. Growing up, there's so many things we couldn't wait for. Field day, school dances, snow days, and the last bell before summer break. We couldn't wait to get to high school for senior year, and now we couldn't wait for this day, graduation. For parents and guardians, you couldn't wait to watch us take our first steps, say our first words, see us graduate kindergarten. But now that we're here, it's a little different, right? Now we kind of want to press pause. Because those little things, the laughs, the Times Square chaos, the talks at the lunch table, those are the moments that will stay with us. Not the big milestones, but the in-betweens. The ones we never realized were precious until they were already behind us. And that's why the present matters so much. Because the second it passes, it becomes a memory. And those memories, they're everything. We're asked all the time, what are you going to do next? But rarely are we asked, who are you going to be? Because that question, that's the one that matters more. We've all had titles here: student, athlete, artist, performer, leader. But what happens when those fade? When the season ends? When the graduation cap comes off? You start to realize you are so much more than what you do or what your title is. You are your kindness, your resilience. You are how you treat people. And those things don't disappear with the diploma. They stay with you forever. And if there's anything I've learned about resilience, it's through my own journey. As a first-generation Asian American, I carry the strength of my family with me every day. I want to take a moment to all the immigrant parents out there who, like mine, sacrificed so much and worked so hard to give us opportunities they never had. And most of all, my deepest gratitude goes to my mother, who has never left my side, even when we faced the hardest chapter of our lives, losing my father. I know he's watching over me today, probably wondering how I found the courage to stand up here. But that's the thing. Grief and fear are powerful, but they don't define us. Some of us have a plan, and some of us are still figuring things out. Both are perfectly okay, because at the core of it, what we do with our lives will always be less important than who we are while doing it. For me, remembering where I come from is a big part of who I want to become. I didn't grow up with luxury, but I grew up with perspective. I grew up knowing how much it means to give, even when you don't have a lot. I've learned that success is not just about getting ahead, but about reaching back to help others too. So when you lose your way, think of that younger version of yourself, the one who dared to dream. Make that little kid proud, not for the applause, not for anyone else's approval, but because they believed in you before the world gave you a reason not to. Class of 2025, we are here in this exact moment, and it will never come again. Don't rush it, breathe it in, look around. These are the people we've walked this journey with. Celebrate today, laugh, cry, soak it all in, because the future will come. And when it does, we'll be ready. But for now, this is enough, and this is the moment. Congratulations to the incredible Shawnee Mission North class of 2025. And as always, it's best to be a Bison. Thank you.
Thank you, Bella. 6 members of the class, by virtue of their excellent performance on the ACT and completion of the Kansas Scholars Curriculum, have been named Kansas Designated State Scholars by the Kansas Board of Regents. Will these 6 scholars stand and be recognized? "18 students were Kansas State Scholars Curriculum completers. For this recognition, students must have completed 4 years of English and math, 3 years of science and social studies, and 2 years of a world language. Will these 18 students please stand and be recognized? Four students earned Advanced Placement Scholar Awards for exceptional achievement on advanced placement exams. Will these AP scholars stand and be recognized? Two students scored 32 or above on the ACT and received the designation of Kansas ACT Scholar. Will these students please stand and be recognized? 89 members of the class received the President's Award for Educational Excellence based upon high school grades and standardized test scores. Will these students please stand and be recognized? The Shawnee Mission Signature Programs provide high school students with the opportunity to explore unique areas of study in preparation for specialized academic and future opportunities. Will the members of the class of 2025 that participated in one of the SMSD signature programs please stand and be recognized? Seniors, if you earned a place on the North or Principal's Honor Roll, earned a seal of biliteracy, were a member of the National Honor Society, Spanish National Honor Society, French National Honor Society, or Art National Honor Society, will you please stand? Several students in this year's senior class received honors related to their performances in orchestra, band, and choir. Will those students who received all district or all state KMEA selections please stand and be recognized? Seniors, if during your 4 years at Shawnee Mission North you were a member of our performing arts programs, please stand. Next is recognition for members of the senior class who have excelled in various co-curricular activities. If you are a state or national qualifier, or if you earned special honors in a co-curricular activity, please stand and be recognized. Seniors, if during your 4 years at North you were involved in any co-curricular activity, please stand. The class of 2025 has not only excelled in the classroom, but also in the area of extracurricular activities. Will those students that have earned all league or all state recognition or were state qualifiers please stand and be recognized at this time? Would all members of the class of 2025 who during your 4 years were part of an extracurricular team please stand? Several of our seniors have committed to serve our country by enlisting in one of the 5 branches of the armed services. Will these students please stand and be recognized? To all of these students, those with us tonight and those currently serving, we thank you for your commitment to serving our country. Finally, our senior class has excelled in the area of community service. Will those students who earned recognition for community service hours through our Bison Reaching Out in the Community initiative please stand and be recognized? Additionally, we have students who have earned the prestigious Eagle Scout Award in Boy Scouts and the Gold Award in Girl Scouts. Would those individuals please stand and be recognized? Our seniors will be attending universities and colleges from across the nation and have been offered over $21 million in scholarships for their academic, athletic, and activity excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the outstanding achievements of the class of 2025. The foundation of an effective school is its instructional staff, and Shawnee Mission North is fortunate to have an extraordinary faculty. Shawnee Mission North has 111 certified staff members, 97 hold a master's degree, 3 members have a doctorate, and 3 are nationally board certified. The hard work and dedication of this group of people is unmatched and is essential in making Shawnee Mission North the school that it is. Please join me in recognizing and thanking all of our staff members. Please join me in recognizing some of our staff members that are in attendance this evening and will be retiring after this year. John Atchison, 35 years in education, 29 at Shawnee Mission North. Deanne Arnott, 33 years in education, 28 in the Shawnee Mission School District, 12 at Shawnee Mission North. Nick England, 45 years in education, 21 in the Shawnee Mission School District, 19 at Shawnee Mission North. Dennis Graylis, 20 years in education, all at Shawnee Mission North. Maria Yurgalevich, 41 years in education, 30 at Shawnee Mission North. And Aaron Rivers, 31 years in education, 19 at Shawnee Mission North. Introducing our distinguished alum is the class of 2025, Senior Class Vice President Libby Kramer. Libby will be attending Johnson County Community College next year, studying pre-dentistry.
Thank you, Mr. Ewers. Graduates, class of 2025, today is a special day for all of us as we celebrate the end of one journey and begin another. Recognize the hard work and dedication you've given to get here today and be proud. As we move on to the next chapter of our lives, let us remember the lessons we've learned and use this as a guide to face the challenges to come. Life doesn't get any easier, but we are more than capable of accomplishing anything we set our minds to. I want to thank our teachers and faculty members for all you've done to guide and mold each of us to become the best versions of ourselves. Finally, I want to congratulate each and every one of you on successfully reaching this stage of life. We've done it. Let this be a symbol of our efforts and a step towards an even brighter future. Class of 2025, congratulations. Today is my honor to introduce our distinguished speaker. Mr. George Salas graduated from North in 1974. While at North, he was very active as he lettered in football, wrestling, golf, and baseball. His senior year was the first for baseball in the Shawnee Mission School District, and George hit the first home run in the first game played by Shawnee Mission North. Yay! George has fond memories of coming up to the stadium to watch North football in the early 70s when they won 3 consecutive state championships. After graduating from North, Mr. Salas attended Kansas State University, where he majored in health and physical education. While attending K-State, he also played baseball all 4 years. He then went to Fort Hays State University to coach baseball and work on his master's degree. Mr. Salas returned home in 1981 and took a teaching job at Milburn Junior High School, while also working part-time for the KC Royals as a statistician from 1983 to 1993, and coaching baseball here at Shawnee Mission North when the team won state. Mr. Salas transferred to North in 1986 when the district restructured the middle school concept. North was where he spent the remainder of his career teaching health, weights, conditioning, and physical education, while also coaching football, basketball, baseball, and golf. For the last 10 years of George's career, he served the North community as the athletic director and retired in 2015. Mr. Salas has been married to his high school sweetheart, Lori Props Salas, for 39 years, and they have 2 daughters, Katie and Melanie, who are both married. He also has 1 granddaughter. Mr. Salas enjoys playing golf and tries to stay in touch with many of his high school friends from around the area. After retirement, he and the other North alum established a foundation called Headed North Scholarship Fund, which provides families in the North attendance area with financial support to participate in activities. The scholarships have helped over 300 families to increase their participation and opportunities for their students. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. George Salas.
Thank you, Principal Ewers, Dr. Brogdon, and the graduation committee for inviting me to speak tonight. Parents, congratulations on getting your sons and daughters to this point. And congratulations to the class of 2025. Nice job. Behind you is a building, for most of you, contains many memories for the last 4 years. We affectionately call this building the Brick House, named for its appearance, its association with strength, and its ability to stand the test of time. For me, the Brick House represents 35 years of memories of my life, memories as a student, an athlete, then as a coach, a teacher, and finally as the athletic director. I know you're thinking, how can a young man like me be old enough to have 35 years here at the Brick House? Boy, time flies. Now that your time is over, some of you may return for football games or a class reunion. Many of you will not. But you know what? You will always be a part of the Brick House, and you will carry the memories of this place everywhere you go. Next fall, the class of 2029 enters the hallways, bringing their freshman energy into the building, just as you did 4 years ago. And so change continues. Let me draw attention to the fact that change in your life is right around the corner. You must be able to adjust to change. It wasn't that long ago that I was told, never talk to strangers on the internet and never get into a stranger's car. Now I have an app on my phone that contacts me with a stranger on the internet, and that gets them to come pick me up, and I get into their car. You must be able to adjust and to embrace change. Now, even though change happens all the time, there are some universal truths that stay the same regardless of time. I've had a chance to observe a lot of successful people walk the halls of this great school. I hope you will indulge a former teacher and coach like myself in sharing some of these life lessons and universal truths I have seen and experienced. First, successful people are motivated and committed. You can do anything. Don't wait for someone to give you a permission to go for what you want. Every successful person has faced doubt, fear, and failure. Don't quit. Don't quit. Thomas Edison had 1,000 failed experiments, but 1,001 was the light bulb. Your failures are lessons, not defeats. If you're going to fall, fall on your face. Fall forward because you're charging, not backwards because you are afraid. My senior year at Kansas State, I led the baseball team in errors. That's hard to do. And it wasn't a lot of fun. I had to learn how to deal with failure. It's your job to not let a speed bump become a roadblock. Strive to get better each day. Progress, that's what it's all about. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and be perfect, but you can wake up tomorrow and be better than you were yesterday. You're not defined by where you are right now, but where you're going and where you're headed. Making progress is what it's all about, but to do so, you have to work for it. Second, successful people listen. Successful people are good listeners. They focus on what is being said, and they try to understand. Then they ask questions. They are open to new views and new opinions. There is something powerful in being able to look someone in their eye, focus on what they say, and try to understand their perspective. There are a lot of distractions that make it difficult to listen. While technology has made our lives better in many ways, don't let the screen of your phone or your laptop keep you from listening or keep you from physical activity. When I was a health teacher, I was explaining to my class how difficult it is to be physically fit. I asked my class, if you have the option of either laying on the couch with your laptop and eating donuts or going out and walking a couple of miles, what are you going to do? My point was that the best choices of ourselves is not always the easiest. In the back of the class, Johnny's hand was up in the air. He goes, Mr. Salas, what if I walk a couple miles to the donut store? Johnny was listening. Johnny was trying to understand and came up with his question. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about. Third, successful people are accountable and have integrity. Admit when you make a mistake. No excuses. Every time you make an excuse, you're holding yourself back. Successful people don't focus on problems, they focus on solutions. Successful people don't waste time blaming others or circumstances. Successful people take ownership of their lives. I wouldn't be someone who worked in education or coaching without some good acronym to help you remember what to do when you make a mistake. It's ALF, A-L-F, ALF. Admit, learn, and fix. Admit you made a mistake, then you learn from it, and you find a way to fix it. When you start holding yourself accountable in this way, you refuse to let excuses define your destiny. Fourth, successful people are selfless. As you get older, class of 2025, take care of yourselves. Don't take your health and don't take the people you love for granted. Every day you are alive is a gift. Be grateful for that day and all days you have ahead of you. Real success is do more for others than others do for you. Don't aspire to make money, aspire to make a difference. As I land this plane, I'd like to wish the best to those teachers that are retiring. You people are the epitome of selflessness. and you have made a difference in the lives of many, many people. Enjoy your new life, and you're never too old to set another goal. A special shout out to my friend Dennis Grayless, who's retiring. He resurrected an NJRTC program from mediocrity to prominence. I watched him mold the lives of countless students. Cadets that have been a part of that program know they've worked diligently and improved mentally and physically. Mr. Grayless, you will be missed. I want to leave you with a quote from Bill Snyder, retired football coach from Kansas State University. He transformed the worst football program in the nation to a year-in, year-out top 25 program. His statement was, if you keep doing the right things, positive things will happen. Think about that. Congratulations, class of 2025, on now becoming a part of the legacy of the Brick House. Enjoy all the changes to come and keep doing the right things. Thank you for allowing me to talk to you. Good luck.
Thank you for those thoughtful and inspiring words, Mr. Salas. Members of the Board of Education, ladies and gentlemen, the students assembled before you this evening have completed all requirements for graduation in accordance with the laws of Kansas and the policies of the Board of Education of the Shawnee Mission School District. I would like to invite Mr. Mario Garcia III to come forward and certify the graduates.
On behalf of the Shawnee Mission Board of Education, I accept the recommendation of the staff and administration of Shawnee Mission North High School and ask that the members of the class of 2025 present themselves for the presentation of diplomas. Having successfully completed all curricular requirements mandated by the state of Kansas and the Shawnee Mission School District, I, Mario Garcia III, on behalf of the Board of Education, do hereby confer upon the class of Shawnee Mission North, class of 2025, this diploma, which designates you now and hereafter as a graduate of the Shawnee Mission School District.
Class of 2025, present yourselves for the presentation of diplomas.
Alina Asia Adcox. Jamie Esperanza Aguilar Guardado. Grayson Aikman. Haydar Al-Jaburi. Toby Allegri. Henry Andre. Samantha Veronica Andrews. Said Ansures Gonzalez. Vanessa Arias Guzman. Giancarlo Arroyo. Awang Adder. Mexi Victoria Avila Cruz. Aiden Baker. Brandon Bandelier. Raina Jolie Banks Dennis. Henry Bannon. Maggie Kathleen Bartlett. Arlie Bean. Marcus Philip Becerra. Addison Diane Bell. Gary Billings. Braden Bond. Brooklyn Rose Bonowitz. Moses Alexander Bortka. Jesse Bratcher. Austin Michael Bresman. Riley Ron Bright. Alyssa Jaslyn Briner. Elia Brianne Brown. Jerisha Patricia Brown. Sebastian David Brown. Madison Lee Bruson. Annalise Bryan. Ryder Burdette. Alea Annalise Calvillo. Hunter Lee Campbell. Santino Matias Campos. Mia Cristina Cano Huerta. Davide Alessandro Cardenas Perez. Diego Cariel Vegas. Sid Carlton. Aiden Michael Lee Carmack. Joaquim Carmody. Julius Casares. Carmen Castillo. Colleen Ann Chandler. Phoenix Chanyam. Allison Chavez Oriana. Holden Thomas Churchill. Kiera Ann Clogley. Johanna Contreras Ballesteros. Ava Leanne Cook. Diego Sanchez. Caden Atticus Cox. Elizabeth May Kramer. Wyatt Tyler Crane. Victor Crawford Rodriguez. Levi Eugene Cromley. Seth Elijah Cully. Ashton Culler. Paul Delenn. Tyler Davidson. Ronye Tony K. Davis. Tony Davis. Brandon Diarcos Ray. Fabian Delgado. Sir Derrico. Maximus William Dillon. Omarion Rahim Delunga. Eli Evan Donnell. Bianca Josiris dos Alvarenga. Ayn Duane. Lucy Dummermuth. Jack Dunker. Maya Guadalupe Duran Hernandez.
John Allen Eaton. Jacob Edson. Freya English. Jose Estrada Martinez. Marco Estrella. Michael Anthony Evola. Oliver Lawrence Fine. Akivia Finley. Zaire Jontrell Fletcher. Tanner Foster. Eve Mackenzie Frame. Jamari Janae Franklin. Xavier David Funches. Shanna Ganabin. Gabriel Galindo. Catalina Nicole Deborah Garcia. Pedro Ariel Garcia. Erica Jeanette Garcia Reyes. Karen Yael Garcia Vasquez. Andrew Gardner. Gabriel J. Garrett. Samantha Glover. Leon Godinez. Ricardo Emmanuel Gomez. Roberto Gomez Torres. Eddie Gonzalez. Brenda Gonzalez Medina. Gabrielle Gordon. Zoe May Graves. Jonathan Samuel Guild. Merlene Janet Guillen. Emily Guillen Leva. Keishan Antonio Gurley. Vicente Madrid Gutierrez. Saul Gutierrez Jr. Dania Guzman. Isabella Hamilton. Melissa Hanna. Allison Nicole Hansen. Nevaeh Hansen. Matthew J. Harding. Alejandro Haro. Theron Harris II. Stella Joy Hart. Omar Joseph Hastings. Julian Hedrick. Luke Malikos Herr. Jocelyn Hernandez Perez. Angie Hernandez Martinez. Gennaro Herrera Rosario Jr. Jashawn Mark Allen Hicks. Skylar Hicks. Farah Holland. Nevaeh Honeycutt. Angelique Denise Hornbeck. Justice Howard. Andrew Hudspeth. Miles Hungerford. Audrey Renee Herla. Uzziah Amlak Israel. Gavin Jacobs. Jovan Armand Jacobs, Jr. Christopher Jenkins, II. Andres Jimenez, Jr. Nicole Rebecca Joseph. Jasmine Juarez. Dylan Kakel. Isabella Katz. Ethan Christopher Keller. Gabriella Joanne Keller. Zoe Marie Kelly. Caden Kermode. Justin Kitakaisi. Michaela Renee Naff. Evan Koenig. Zachary Augustine Kahotek. Lucy Eloise Kramer. Stevie Lee Kramer.
Mallory Adriana Yvonne Labraska. Anthony Lainez Hernandez. Wesley LaJoy. Hannah Lank. Edgar Lara Iturbide. Faith Elizabeth Levan. Diana Leiva. Vivian Leonard. Jessica Lewis. Vincent Michael Linnell. John Solomon Long. Jeremiah Jaquan Lee Looney. Andrea Nicole Lopez Aragon. Christopher Lopez Barojas. Aiden Manzaking. Ren Marquardt. Emily Marquez Figueroa. Jonathan Martinez. Marisol Martinez. Ricardo Martinez. Jackson McCarthy. Michaela McCool. Maisie McCormack. Michael Sean McGowan. Giovanna Melchor Gudiel. Bryce Melvin. Nicole Mendez. Sebastián Menéndez. Jacob Abraham Mercado. Nina Middleton. Tristan Middleton. Chase Miller. Cherlyn Mojica. Alejandro Molina. Shay Molnar. Stephanie Moncada Sayas. Sullivan Thomas Morse. Gianni Esmeralda Mora. Christopher Moreno. Leslie Moreno Rios. Terry Motley. Hannah Murphy. Sabrina Nagel. Skylar Najar Young. Marcelo Nash. Ethan Newport. Sarah Elizabeth Nielsen. Bailey Rayleanne Nemo. Marin O'Brien. Davy Jr. Ocampo. Sarah Oliver. Michelle Natania Oregel Torres. Viridiana Oregon. Christopher Pacheco. Miguel Pacheco. Yasser Palma Molina. Gabriela Peach. Abigail Perez. Jelianis Perez Gonzalez. Lacer Perez Garcia. Ay, perdón. Ashton Matthews Peters. Hiyab Petros. Brennan Pila. Patrick Pipes. Xander Pipes. Mason Pippin. Josiah Devon Price. Breasia Quinn.
Alma Ramos Perez. Liliana Rathbun. Josephine Almaral Rothsam. Catherine Diana Resino Padilla. Ethan Reed. Sage Olivia Reedy. Trevor Reynolds. Alexi Rojas. Alexei Rojas. Veda Rojas. Jake Rojas Reynoso. Alexis Roman Clemente. Veronica Romero Diaz. Dylan Rooney. Jack Rooney. Alina Lynn Ross. Caden Ross. Sadie Ruzick. Yasmin Sahli. Chelsea Salazar Lopez. Aaron David Salvino. Crisderi Rosa. Maria Lisa Sanabria. Alba Sandoval Lima. Eli Connor Saunders. Nissa Ray Sharpenberg. Henry Shordock Pachosik. Nathan Daniel Schweiger. Terrell Shadden. Tyree Shadden. Silas Shobe. Bella Sissembath. Samorian Smith. Penelope Ren Sorio. Raferi Javier Soto. Matthew Blake Spear. Jason Stevens. Emily Nicole Stogsdill. Tucker Strain. Angel Suarez. Alexandra Tabarez. Marco Tapia Ornelas. Keon Taylor. Yasmin Thurman. Jamil Tolson. Julissa Nicole Romano Trevino. Timothy True. Aiden Trusty. Jaden Tyler. Alex Unkenholes. Cash Messenger. Danielle Vega. Matias Vera. Aiden Christian Vielhauer. Casey Vieira Gray. Yaco Villalobos Ochoa. Mackenzie Walbridge. Sophia Faye Walcott. Evan Wallace. Leon Wallace Jr. Virgil Simone Stratton Wallingford. Alexia Walters. Sophie Elizabeth Warner. Salem Waters Levitt. Lena Walsh Watson. Lillian Kimberly Ware. Quinn Weissmiller. Gavin Williams. Christopher Williams Jr. Madison Woodruff. Allison Worthy. Antonio Tyrell Wright. Troy Weimer. Julie Alexis Young. Andy Young. Josephine Ruby Youngeberg. Audrey Zambrano. Samantha Elaine Zamora. Eliezer Zamora Amaya. And last but not least, Juliet Giselle Zaragoza.
At the conclusion of the ceremony, staff members will assist in the recession of all families. Family members are invited to join their graduates on the field for pictures. At this time, we ask that you stand and join the senior choir members in singing the Shawnee Mission North Alma Mater. Tonight's been an incredibly special evening. During her speech, Bella spoke of how a moment quickly becomes a memory. I want to take a moment to share one of my favorite memories with you. It was August 12th, 2021. It was your first day of high school and my first day as a high school principal. I'm not sure who was more nervous. At the end of the day, we had an assembly, and I gave each of you one of these notebooks. I asked you at the end of that day to write your story for the next 4 years. I'm not sure how many of you really used it. I actually picked this one up off the floor of the Fieldhouse lobby. Whether you use that notebook or not, this class has definitely written their story. This class has written a story of women in leadership. Alba Sandoval, Nicole Mendez, Maggie Bartlett, and Brooklyn Bonowitz are all incredibly strong women who have held some of the highest positions of leadership in our building and have done so with grace and integrity. This class has written a story of achievement with students like Jack Eaton, Erica Garcia Reyes, Jack McCarthy, Hannah Lenk, Miguel Pacheco, Sage Reedy, and Ethan Reed, all dominating in their respective extracurricular and co-curricular fields. This class has written a story of unprecedented service to our building. We've had student leaders like Mallory Lebraska, Vicente Gutierrez, and Gabby Keller, who chose to write a legacy of service to our school in so many different capacities. This class has also written a story of fun. Libby Kramer is the most penalized player in Powder Puff game history, and Aaron Salvino is the most creative fan with a fanny pack, are just a couple of the big jokesters in this group. The best story of this class, though, is a story of kindness and inclusion. This group has embraced us since day one. This year especially, from the senior sunrise all the way to tonight, this group has been my crew, my first 4-year crew. They've treated me like every principal should have the honor of being treated. This group's gonna forever be special to me. I love y'all very much, and I'm gonna miss y'all very much. So class of 2025, from everyone here at Shawnee Mission North, we want to thank each of you for everything you've done. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Class of 2025, I now declare you graduates of Shawnee Mission North High School.